kind of weird.
Fair enough. What? What are you looking at me for?
Are you normal?
Yeah. Why?
Let's get on to it then. What is your first question?
What is my first question?
What is your first question?
How did you start your own business?
Since 2015, starting like working for part-time jobs, like locally, like working at some shops local, then working part-time with my neighbour. About 2015, just when I left school.
What's happened? Leave school.
I started setting it up just before 2015, but I didn't start till 2015. What's your second question?
What kind of jobs do you get coming through?
I get like mainly like animal jobs, like looking after horses, dogs, cats, and mostly.
Do you get any fish jobs?
I get application fish jobs, but not like once a month. Mainly once a month, but sometimes application once a week. But then mainly sometimes I get gardening jobs.
Yeah.
Like those two jobs what we did over there. That one up that street and then one down street. And
made a decent good job on them, didn't we though?
Yeah, it took us 2.5 hours on the first job. And it took us half an hour on the second job. So that wasn't too bad really. I'll show you a quick photo of some of them now. So, what is your third question?
How much do you charge people?
For what typical job?
Any.
If I say like gardening jobs, if I say like a small garden, it's like probably same size as this shelf behind me.
Yeah.
I say from that side itself, to this side itself, to that side itself to the bottom. Normally charge sometimes 10 quid to 25 quid.
Yeah.
And then if I say a garden like same size as my bedroom, about 9 foot long, about 10 foot long, about 9.5 foot high, but that's the same size as the bedroom. But your garden's not going to do 9 foot high, will it? So I'll do it by the width of garden and length. Like if it's a narrow garden, I normally always charge 40 quid for that.
Yeah.
But say that job what we did over there, I charged them 30 quid. Because only what I have to do is just get that soil, didn't
it? Yeah, it's not that bad though, is it?
So yeah, so I charged 50 quid for that. But if I said something like a big garden job, I always charge more than 60 quid.
Yeah.
But 60 quid and plus. What's your next question?
Do you normally get help doing the jobs, or do you do it on your own?
I get mainly doing some jobs on my own, but mainly I do get a load of people coming helping me out like you, because since I set you on for a bit, you've been alright with these 3 jobs I gave you, didn't you? When I gave you that wood job.
Yeah, I'm coping with it though.
The gardening job and then that other gardening job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I got you doing a bit. Then I do quite a lot of stuff on my own, but mainly time I get my brother to help me out, or I'll see if I can apply somebody for a job. If I say you're not available, or my brother's not available, then if I can't apply, nobody don't want to apply before I start the job, I've got no chance. I've got no chance to actually do it on my own, or move the job on to a different day and time. So, what's your next job question?
That's it, really.
Yeah. Right, the questions I'm going to ask now is, I got it offer a couple of times off some people off some jobs where I didn't pass. Why do I do stuff on my own? It depends on the job. Where some jobs, like if I say a painting job, and I say it's just the wall behind me now, I can do that on my own. But sometimes I forget to do stuff on my own because I want to relax myself. But sometimes if I get somewhere like, I can't do it on my own, or I can do it with somebody, even if I bring my mate Brandon here. I can get him to help me paint the walls. I don't have to bring him, I can bring him, or I don't have to. I just bring Brandon with me for the extra comfort, for chat, keeps me out of trouble, keeps him out of trouble.
Gives me something to do as well.
Gives something to do, get him out of the house, and get out all the idiots and that. It's like some jobs, like the job I did in Doncaster, where the bloke had cancer in his leg. Over the coronavirus, he's been shut down for 10 months, and it got to 11 months. He bought another yard across from him because he had a small yard, and across from there he had a big yard, and he wanted to get the lorries out that small yard into the big yard and bring the new trucks. But he couldn't do it because he's only got one leg. He's got over one. I found it out. He's got over 1,500 workers, and he rang every single one up, and none of them didn't want to do it because of COVID. And it was going to pay him 5 times more than what they would have got, like 80 quid a day, and they could have earned 500 quid a day. But none didn't want to come. And what happened? He got me because I used to go out with his daughter. I said this before in the previous video. So I had to do it for him. I'm not fully on the road yet, but I had to do it because he was struggling, because I had to get all the lorries out, take him out block, and I had to try and work it out from sizes, from big to small.
How many are there?
He's got over. He's got over 360, but at the time when I helped him, he had about 2,200, something like that. And I had to, like, sweepers, skip hires, grab hires, plant hire, big Arctics, big trailers, and I had to move it from one yard to the other. And I have to do it from long to small, because if I get the long ones in first, then it's alright.
Yeah, you would have been struggling.
I could have got small ones in and put the big ones in last, but mainly it gets out or small ones out.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want them bringing out the big one out, just get the small ones out to put the big ones back in again. So I have to get all the small ones in, big ones in, and small ones in. And that took me over a month to do it with him and that. My brother couldn't help him because he had to help a local shop, and it's just on main road, just 2 minutes down the road from me. And I couldn't get, at the time I forgot about, I could have got Brandon to come and help me out, but I just totally forgot to get him at the time, and this was only a year ago. And this was the time before Brandon started. Brandon's been with me for a month now. It's just been waiting till I get a couple of jobs coming in. Mainly I have to do some jobs on my own, because I've got some mates, or because some jobs I've never done before, and I want to try and get how it works out from before whilst I'm starting it, and if it gets difficult, I'll get somebody to help me out. But the bloke in Doncaster, it was hard to do it on my own, but I did it. And the owner of that company, he rented the small one out to a bloke who used to work for police, but then he retired, but bought the yard and used it as an office. Like, just put a load of containers, fill it up with rubbish, and sell them on. Like, sell whatever were in those containers. You got any more questions to ask me?
What kind of jobs do you do on your own? Like,
I mainly do like tree jobs, like cutting down trees on my own, because it makes it more easy. Where if I cut them down to the size where I can just carry it, it's alright. But if I cut it down where the people want them like that big, then that's going to be trouble because I probably have to get somebody to help me out to lift.
Yeah.
But it depends on the location and what they want to do with logs. Because if they say cut the logs on and then leave them on yard, I don't have to do that. But if it's one of them where I have to cut them down to certain lengths to get rid on, I'll probably have to get someone.
Do you use your own tool? Or?
I do sometimes use my own tools, but mainly I have to get them to, if I can borrow their tools. If not, I have to hire the tools, but then they have to, then I charge them twice as much. Like, if I say a chainsaw, and I had it for a week, and it charged me 220 quid. For that day, I'll probably charge them 70 quid to hire that chainsaw. Because I can't charge them for all week because it's not going to take me a week. Like if I say the tree's 100 foot tall, 60 foot wide, because of branches. I'll probably do it on my own, alright, but it depends on location where the tree is, and if I said there's a shed on there, then I'll probably have to get somebody. Well, I mainly do it on my own anyway, because it's less people about and that. What other jobs I normally do on my own? Mainly got like that lawnmower stuff. I really like to do them on me. I like to do them on my own, but mainly that a rare thing I get someone to come and help me out. Depends what is there any problem with lawnmowers. What else do I do on my own? Window cleaning, I do them on my own. Just borrow someone's ladders, got on people's asses, clean their windows. What else do I do on my own? I don't do much stuff on my own.
Do you do mechanics on your own?
I do a bit of mechanics on my own, like especially like lorries and that. Especially down the road half an hour. Where the old bus station used to be. I used to fix a couple, you know the old bus station in, not Sutton, one in Manchester.
Yeah, know where that is.
I used to fix a couple of cars there, what used to break down, I used to come to and fix them there. Mainly it's like the starting motors are gone, batteries are going, alternators are gone, or to put the wrong fuel in, like it's a petrol car but they put diesel in, or some of them where they do it on purpose to put diesel to get them to last long, but it
just knackers the car.
It knackers some of the parts up and it knackers it all up, and then they have to get replacement parts, replacement engine blocks, and any other stuff. But mainly I get lorry jobs, mechanics, and they are a lot better than doing it in cars, because with lorries you've got more room than what you've got with a car. With a car you've got your body, you're messing about trying to, you have to take that part out, that part out, but with a lorry you can go up to it and go, take that out, say like you do with a sofa, like you get something off itself, that's like a lorry, you just grab it tool, it's off. But with a car you have to take that off, take that off, take that off, take that off to get to what you want to get to.
It's more harder though, isn't it?
Mainly if it's down in the middle engine block, engine and that, or it's one of them where you have to get on a car, you try to get to a certain part, but you have to get it front top, and then you have to get it front bottom. That's all hard. And that, especially with cat converters, where you have to take them off and replace the cats.
They can be temperamental.
So when you cut them off and that's it, you don't have to replace it, just cut them off and that's it. But it's somewhere you have to roll them on.
It can be done temperamental though.
I can't remember. I do often do mechanical stuff on lawnmowers, including the ride-on ones. But I do them very occasionally, like I can just do 20 a year. You got any more questions?
No.
this is a question now. When I started my business, I used to have 20 people working for me a day at one point. Back in 2015, where I used to start. I started at home, then I started from down a lane where I had quite a few machines. I said it before on a video before. I used to have a load of machines down there. I used to get rid of the waste from people. I used to take it that lane, put it in the machine, get it crunched up smaller, bag it up, and have one of the lads with a van took it back to the van, and then take it to a waste management, like a waste management 20 minutes down the road from that way, and I've got a 40-minute one that way. I could take it to the local Viola waste management, mainly up at Derby where I normally take it, or up at Normanton.
Yeah.
What's that, 40 minutes down the road. When I started, I had a load of jobs coming in total since Corona, and I hadn't done much stuff. I just kept some stocking stuff up, stocking some at all, but then do it off occasion now. Especially wheelbarrows, scrap, stock them up. Yeah. Then you haven't got any more questions before I leave?
No.
If anybody wants any more questions answering, just please let me know and I'll answer your questions. Talk to you for now.